see how they met.
Yeah.
This is going to be great.
I think so too.
Looking forward to this all my life. My whole life.
You know, and he's saying this, wouldn't that hurt your feelings if you're going to interview Trump and he's saying things like, I've been waiting for this all my life. You're two lovely boys. You guys are the best. You are the best boys I've ever seen in my life. Wouldn't you be like, oh, so
you're fucking with us?
So you don't know, like he doesn't know Big Mike. He's never heard of Big Mike, Mike Malik. But he's pretending like he loves him and loving everything. So it's like, you're just lying? You think like the audience is so dumb to be, dude, he really loves Big Mike. This guy's all right. So that would bum me out if somebody was blowing smoke of this nature right away. Now, you could chalk it up to grandpa style. Grandpas are allowed to do this. So I guess if you're doing it grandpa style, because I'll do that. You know, if I meet someone for lunch, I'll go, my boys, my beautiful boys. I'm so happy to see you. Nobody better than my boy. That's grandpa style. That's called chummy grandpa. He's allowed to do that shit. Okay, you want to look at it like that. But would you let anybody under a grandpa say that to you without getting a little suspicious? Like, wait a minute, you do not know me. You can't possibly like this book, The Fifth Vital, about heroin. So why are you saying this? But no, they love it. They eat. Oh my fuck! Here's Logan Paul.
Holy.
Bro, you know who I met the other day? Aubrey. It's an honor to meet you. Now, should I say what I want to say about this yet? Here's Big Mike, everybody. It's nice. I'll wait.
I've got like two other, but they're just all different angles.
Big Mike. So we've never
This is
seen
the main focus, okay?
We've never seen Big Mike quite like this. Now, we're thinking to ourselves, did my new friend Jeff Wittek from Jeff FM, you know, who does Jeff's barber shop, did he give Mike a prank haircut? We've never seen Big Mike's hair like this. Nigga out here looking like Rihanna. Wait, they're saying what? Mike, you might have. Big Mike out here looking like Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna the singer. And people be like, Mike, I don't know, man. That seems like kind of a reach. I don't know if I know his hair looks really curly and stupid. I wouldn't say he looks like Rihanna. Oh, yeah? Well, wait till you see Rihanna's new haircut. Big Mike interviewing Trump looking like nigga Rihanna. I did not. No. That's not. That was phrased completely wrong and it's selfish. Seriously, we're not joking. I mean, we are. Big Mike interviewing the president out here looking like Rihanna. Now, Rihanna just got that haircut literally like 2 days ago. Or something.
Yes.
So nobody would ever think, dude, are we getting the ha-has? Any LOL? Oh, LMAO. Hell yeah. So.
I mean, he's never looked like this before, right?
So did Jeff FM give him this, oh, dude, you know, I'm meeting President Trump. I'm going to need a new haircut. Jeff, let's do this, homie.
And he doesn't know what a good haircut is.
I got you, Mike. Thank you. You've been such a good friend to me, Mike, that I will give you the best haircut for when you meet our former president, Mr. President Trump. Oh, thank you, Jeff. I fully trust you. You're good to go. Don't look in the mirror till after the Trump interview. Hey, is this a fucking prank haircut? So, I can't believe they done Mike dirty. I don't know. Somebody asked Jeff FM. This is another person who's never messaged me again. I don't know. Jeff FM, me and him had an hour-long conversation. We gave each other full respect. I haven't heard from him since. I think
he's busy.
He told Big. No, I really believe he went to Big Mike and goes, I talked to that Redbar guy. He's pretty fucking chill, man. And then Mike was like, oh, no, like, seriously, you cannot talk to that guy's like, dude, he's like a racist. For real, you can't. And I think he talked Jeff out of liking me.
Jeff's like, no, man, check out this video right now. And then it's you going, Rihanna.
Big Mike has never looked worse. And you'll see when we get, it's a shame that he's in front of such dark wood. It's kind of blended in. You got to see the back. You got to see what they've done to his curls. No one has covered the Trump impulsive interview like this. No one is saying this. So they've done something to his hair where it's a full, rounded poof. I'm just going to poof. It's a poof. But what they've done here, and this is an interesting move, Jeff, I'm assuming Jeff did this. He gave him like a two or a 3 on the sides. Right here, you can see the division. He's shaved this little Edgar. Would this be like an Edgar? Is this like a Hispanic?
Similar to an Edgar, but Edgar would have more on the forehead, I think.
You would only see this type of hairdo on some sick fucking waste of my fucking world Latino or Hispanic person. You ever see a Hispanic kid walking around like this at the mall? You want to fucking end it all? And they cut their hair in such a way, it makes you so mad. It's like if it wasn't bad enough about your nationality, you're going to do this haircut to just really drive me up a wall. It's the only time I could relate to how like the right-wing people feel about trans and gay people and black people. Is how I feel about Latinos who get these haircuts on top of who they are as a person.
Oh my God.
I could understand that. There's something about this haircut, it drives people nuts. Now, I wonder, are you an Edgar out there, a Gabriel, an Araves, or whatever you call it? I got a million of these guys in my Scars Club.
They'll explain it to you.
Do
They're
you
not
have
trying
one
to
of these
bother you. They
haircuts?
just
Can
like
you
this
tell me
haircut.
about this haircut? Why do you got to do this? Can you tell me, do you sit around with a haircut like, oh no, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, is this an Edgar? That's what I was going to say. To our Hispanic listeners, which I have tons of, I am like the president of Mexico. Jewish.
Wow.
We have so many Mexicans around here. And you know what? It makes me want to apologize to them for all the years of Latino abuse from me, because you've not been nothing but nice. And you know what? You're the least of my worries when it comes.
Maybe you should do a
I'll
Mexicans only contest for the money giveaway for this summer giveaway.
I would. Why? Because you think the Latino population might need money. They're fine. They've got this haircut. They're getting their haircut every 6 hours to keep up the fade of the Edgar bottom.
Just
Below
so you could
the,
apologize to
this thing, whatever this is right here, makes me physically sick. This haircut is gay. It's the shittiest, cringiest. It's worse than a bar mitzvah boy. Okay, it's that level of disgusting.
It kind of looks bar mitzvah boy on Mike.
It does. Yes, it does look like bar mitzvah boy. Doesn't that look like bar mitzvah boy is sitting down and they're all going to give him $180 each. More than a wedding gets. You know, people, these bar mitzvah boys, I'm sorry if I'm being hyper. I'm sorry if I'm being hyper. But I'm very happy to do all the rest of the show. We got all the worst stuff out of the way. Everything else coming up is, I'm so happy about it. But these bar mitzvah boys, listen to this, because I've been looking into some things here. Bar mitzvah boys get more money per person than the average wedding gift. This is true. By the way, I barely got any wedding gifts from anybody.
No.
Okay? I thought when I got married, each listener would give me a proper $180 wedding gift to start my new life. They didn't give me nothing but grief. But bar mitzvah boys like Mike here, their bar mitzvah, oh no, it's $180 per kid, and they've invited 250 students. And then the grandparents and all the parents, oh, that's probably $580 a piece. And for what? So he could walk around pretending that he's better than everybody? Kill the
How much did you get at your bar mitzvah?
My bar mitzvah?
Wait, you didn't have a bar mitzvah either. You opted out. So you
I
didn't get bar
opt
mitzvah gifts.
out. You know, she so
you
doesn't know the
also
history of Redbar. She's probably one of the least qualified Redbar historians.
You also opted out of having a wedding, so you didn't get any of these gifts you deserve.
I didn't opt out of having a bar mitzvah. It was never even on the table because my parents didn't practice religion. We did not go to Hebrew school. We didn't know anyone that went to Hebrew school. If that was even brought up, any Jewish shit was brought up, I would cringe so hard and rebel so hard, even at the age of 0.5.
Wait, but I have an actual history question.
My family sits around. Let me tell you something, Jews. We're ashamed to even be associated with you. We make fun of every Jew we see. We hate the way you look, the way that you talk, and now look what you've done to everybody else. So, yes, you make us sick. I've never met a Jewish person that I've ever trusted. And you know what? My dad would sit around from an early age. He would mock these because we didn't have a lot of money. And these rich people always had money, and they were cruel about it. Mm-hmm. So they would try to rub it in your face. They'd be like, oh, so what kind of, like when you were like 12, they'd come up to you and go, what kind of car are you thinking about buying Michael when he turns 16? We got our son a BMW. And then your dad would sit there and go, get off my block. And then my dad would sit there and rat on these Jews. And my whole life I was told about how disgusting it was when they do these humble brags. They didn't call it that back then, but that's kind of what it was. And they would try to make people that they knew had less. Maybe this isn't a good time for telling people this, but they would try to make people who had less feel bad about it. And they were very phony.
Just like what they're doing in Gaza, right, guys?
And so when you even bring that up as a joke about a bar mitzvah, that was so...
I'm so sorry. That was a joke, but...
Because really, I'm telling you, if I found out, I wouldn't like somebody who had a bar mitzvah. I'll tell you that right off the bat. If you were bar mitzvahed and you took that money and you sat up on a children's throne, I don't like you. I don't like you as an adult. The fact that you think it's your bar mitzvah money, you know, your privileged bar mitzvah money. And by the way, these kids are racking up like $40,000 and their parents are throwing them $120,000 parties, you know, that we have to go to and bring at least $60 in the 80s. So, yeah, if you've been, that's why I really had to reject there. I don't want people thinking I've been bar mitzvahed. Of course. To me, that is, I feel like people who've had bar mitzvahs need to like publicly apologize. It's like they need to do like a Chris D'Elia style, I'm going to therapy for this because I took. And, you know, what a great way to start off a person that they're all accusing of being Rumpelstiltskin with the money. What a great thing. Oh, yeah, let's have a party for you. You're 13. You've earned it. Here's a brand new car, money, a bigger party than most people's weddings could ever dream to be. What a sick way to start off a Jew. And this is how they act. Like this. Here, cuts in.
I didn't know that.
Like this.
You had to go to Hebrew school to get a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
I thought that anyone with any percentage of Jew
you
blood
have to practice all these speeches and riddles, and you've got like a scroll that you unwind and you say spells in front of everyone you know for hours on end. I had to go to 50 to 100 bar mitzvahs every fucking weekend. There'd sometimes be 4 in a weekend. Now, we loved them as kids because... you know, we got to see the rabbi and the cantor and go over the prayers. No, we loved them because it was an all-out free-for-all where you could literally destroy, you know, we would vandalize half these bar mitzvahs. We would
do they have
steal,
alcohol
rob.
there?
Oh, yeah, it's a full wedding. You know, you've got the parent side and the kid side. Bigger than, like, just imagine a poppin'-ass wedding with 400 people. Every weekend I'd be at one of these. They would have a dessert bar for the kids. I mean... at the end of the party, there was so much dessert left because they got maybe $400,000 in desserts from every sculpted piece of chocolate you could ever imagine. I mean, really, I felt like I was in Dubai. And I remember as a kid going, And even if I wanted to have one of these parties, it would be the worst bar mitzvah in the world. I mean, I don't think my parents would spend more than $3,000 on something. No, I mean, $3,000 would seem insane.
Did you ever go to a shitty bar mitzvah when you were a kid, or were they all
Yes, there was a
high-end?
couple, but you know what? It was so competitive in the school that everybody thought they had to top the last one, because you didn't. And all the parents would also be at these bar mitzvahs too, of all the other kids. The parents would go to some, and so it was a big thing. Not my parents and not me. We weren't accepted by any of these people.
Damn.
But yes, some bar mitzvahs you go to, and it would be like, oh, this is like an actual Jews bar mitzvah, where they're like just doing it because it's. And it'd be like in an all-white room with the lights, like a cafeteria, and you go, no, this has to be like a Marriott banquet at the minimum, you idiot. If they didn't have like a full DJ setup with lights and all the bells and whistles, it was mocked. Oh yeah, and you could lose your status. You could go from popular to completely poor. To completely the biggest loser in school if you had one of these jerky religious bar mitzvahs.
You should have started a thing back then where you rated all the bar mitzvahs and gave them all a score.
I would have liked
in the
it.
school.
My dream and my goal is to be able to go back and redo 7th and 8th with everything I know now. I'm telling you guys, it would be.
Well, I never got to go to
amazing.
a single bar mitzvah my whole life.
Well, you saved yourself a lot of money. My parents had to go into debt paying for these bar mitzvah presents.
I'm going to throw you a mic.
I think they said if you didn't give
50.
these kids $15,000, they would be upset. Okay, here it is, Big Mike. There was a long way to go. See, sorry, that's why we smoked the weed
That's
too
why
early
you don't
in the show.
remind